Hey guys, the first game this weekend in Currie Cup round 2 is the battle of the underdogs, basically, with the Pumas and the Griquas versus each other. The thing is, I might not do all the videos this weekend. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna be traveling a bit, so I basically have to finish all the videos today because 5 o'clock I'm leaving. So I'm gonna try and do that today. Getting into this game, you can see on the standings that the Griquas are 3 points behind the Pumas. The Pumas, they have only won that one game and then drew the one game that was cancelled. So they have 7 points so far this season to the 4 points of the Griquas. Getting into the game specifically, Stuart Barnes, I'm glad to see he is refereeing. We haven't seen him in a while. I actually rate him quite highly in South African standards. He is a good referee we have in the country at the moment. Last time these two teams did play, the Pumas did win by 6 points. And something that is of note between these two teams, they do like winning away from home against each other, so they don't actually win at home when they play each other. So looking at the two teams, the Griquas, not too much changes for them. The Pumas, they have quite a few changes. The Pumas, they had a horrible loss against the Sharks last week. A lot of that goes down to a late injury to their number 10. So Devin Williams kind of had to come into the number 10. I don't think he was quite prepared for that role. Then the Griquas, they played a very short game against the Lions with a thunderstorm in Kimberley, kind of shutting the game down after, I think, 47 minutes. So it actually looked like they were supposed to win that game. They played better. Their defense in their own 22-meter area wasn't great. They gave away a lot of penalties there as well. So that actually cost them the game at the end because they slipped two tries very quickly. Looking up front, there's a new front row with Maritz and Westard coming in, joining Kramer. Kramer has been scrumming really well this season so far. Van der Westhuizen, Lies and Nkoli, that's a front row for the Griquas. It's interesting to see how these two front rows will go up against each other because they've obviously not been the best front row so far in the season. In the second row, both are strong. I think the Pumas will be very happy with Leroux Roots being back in their side. He adds some big strength to their side. It is that big ball carrier that you want to take the ball forward with. And Janssen van Vieren, he also is in the number 5 jersey, continuing as the captain. Number 6 for the Griquas, he is CJ Fallerman, the Kings player that moved to Griquas this season. I think it's probably only a loan. It's good to see him getting a start actually for the team. I do rate him highly as well, a very good player. Can't wait to see how he goes up against the number 6 for the Pumas. He's also been great so far this season. I thought last week he played his best game so far. Landberg at number 7. He moves from the lock for the Pumas. Then Stefan Willemse and then Momsen at number 8 against Engelbrecht at number 8. I have said I do prefer him at number 7, but I do think he probably says he is a number 8. At number 9, Ginter Smits versus Burger, two very live wire number 9s. I think if you have to rate the best number 9 so far this season, they are probably very high up there at the moment, even though they are at the bottom of the log in their team's perspective. Devin Williams, he continues at number 10. You could see last week he is a guy playing out of position. The Pumas unfortunately have gotten a lot of injuries so far. I really think a loan system has to be introduced where guys can send out the SOS and get some 10s from another team if they really need a player or any other position, actually, obviously. Then Tinus de Beer, he's been playing great for the Griquas since Whitehead got injured. Franke at number 12 versus Ngijima. I didn't think Ngijima did play too well last week. Cronje at number 13 versus Klaassen. Out wide, both teams actually have some firepower. Not that they always use it or get to use it. Keeter, very quick guy on the wing for the Griquas with Kasinde. Verity Am, he's been playing great so far this season, really introducing himself to South Africa. He actually has played quite a while in Australia so far. Luther Obi for the Pumas, the guy that's just played all over South Africa so far. Etienne Taljaard at 11, and then Mafura at number 15. I also don't think Mafura is actually a number 15, so yeah, their backline is a little bit shuffled, not completely how they would probably want their team. Then you get to the benches. Gadebe versus Janssen van Rensburg. Then you get Prinsloo and Beerwinkel and Hendricks and Jenkinson. Beerwinkel, I think he's been scrumming really well coming off the bench. Then you have Valentine and Zito. Els and then Martins. September, he's done his thing when he comes off of the bench. Tian Boot is a very young guy, a young number 10 in South Africa, getting his shot now with a couple of injuries. Now he's going to get his shot. We have to see as South Africans how he does go, because it's an exciting guy to look out for. Andre Swartz, the center for the Griquas to look out for. And then Wayne van der Bank, I still think he should be starting at number 12 for the Pumas. Guys, it's always difficult to predict a game like this because it could go either way. It's a very closely ranked sides. The Pumas probably being a little bit better the whole season. The Griquas, they look like they are actually getting better at the moment. So, yeah, it's difficult to call. It's also away from home. Like I said, the teams do like getting away victories. I will call the Griquas to get their first win of the season. Griquas by 2 points. That's a risky call, probably. Let me know your prediction for this game down in the comments below. Also, check out these videos next to me. Hit the subscribe button, and then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.